For ACUsports.com, I'm Grant Boone. We're talking Wildcat volleyball here with Coach Kellen Mock and freshman middle blocker Lexi Mercier. I'm going to put you on the outside here for this interview. So, Lexi, your freshman year, you guys have gotten some big wins already. You had a very, I think, educational weekend last weekend against the two best teams in the Southland Conference. So you've seen a lot of Division I teams this year. How would you rate Central Arkansas and Oral Roberts compared to some of the other teams you've seen?
I think they were the two better teams that we've seen, and they were very fast and very strong, and I think they were the best teams that we've played, but I think we learned a lot from playing them and are prepared for the rest.
Give me an example of the kinds of things you learned. Was it tactical or was it more mental approach? What kinds of things do you think you took out of those straight set losses?
I think a lot of it was mental, just realizing that we need to go into each game just prepared and just not underestimate them or overestimate them is what Coach says a lot. And I think we can just really focus on being very technical and not making a lot of errors in each game.
Interesting thought. Yeah, you can overestimate an opponent sometimes so much that maybe you convince yourself maybe you can't win. You come here from the Denver area, Centennial, Colorado. Tell me a little bit about blending in with this new group of teammates for you.
It's been really good. Another girl from Colorado is on the team, and she's a freshman. And I mean, it's not really any different. Everyone's very inviting and welcoming. So
good. Let's talk to your coach here, Kellen Mock. Lexi leads your team in blocks, and she's been a big part of some of these big wins you guys have had. She was terrific in the Texas Tech win, I thought.
She's done an awesome job for us. She's come in and hasn't really skipped a beat. It's like she played a club season. She came in at ACU, and she's even better than she was in club. So we knew she was going to be a huge blocking presence for us, but she's also performing really well offensively. She kind of reminds me a little bit of a tall blonde from Colorado we had several years back, Shauna Hines. There's some similarities there.
She was pretty good, as I recall.
Yeah, pretty good.
She was talking about the educational experience, learning from the losses to Central Arkansas, which is preseason number 1 in the Southland, and then Oral Roberts number 2 preseason. You and I were talking about the speed that those teams brought and adjusting to that. Maybe again, something that you as a coach are having to adjust to, right?
Right. We've seen quick offenses before in Division II, and even we played Northern Arizona had a pretty quick offense, but Central Arkansas took it to another level because it wasn't just fast. The speed that they're getting the ball to the outside. Marissa Collins is a fantastic setter for Central Arkansas. It's not just the speed, though. It's the fact that they're so effective with it. They don't make very many errors. It's a solid team, and we've had to learn and do some things differently, and we're looking forward to getting to see them again. Unfortunately, we have to wait a year to do it.
Yeah. But that kind of an offense can put you on your heels, and that's the idea, I guess.
Right. They definitely, Central Arkansas particularly, pushes teams to be a little uncomfortable, and that's kind of been our goal. They kind of play our similar style of game. They did a little better that night, and so I think it's given us an idea of what we want to be like in this conference.
You get to come back home for the first time since that epic night against Texas Tech a couple of weeks ago, and you get McNeese State Thursday, and then you turn right around 2 days later and play Nicholls State. So the home conference opener, 7 p.m. against McNeese, 2 p.m. at Moody Coliseum against Nicholls. What have you seen or do you know about these two opponents? As we've said a lot, this is a learning experience getting to know these new teams.
Right, it is. Both teams are solid teams. Both teams play good volleyball. We've got, with McNeese, they've got an outside hitter that's really performing well for them, and we've got to key in on her a little bit. But overall, I think the key to this weekend and us being successful is for us to play our game, for us to enjoy being at home and take advantage of that awesome home court advantage we have, and hopefully we get a lot of fans to keep that home court advantage as high as it was 2 weeks ago against Texas Tech.
It was a big advantage, and it's just the second time that the home fans have had a chance to see you. So 7 p.m. Thursday night against McNeese. We'll have the broadcast right here on ACUsports.com, and then 2 days later at home at Moody Coliseum against Nicholls State. For Coach Kellen Mock and for freshman Lexi Mercier, I'm Grant Boone for ACUsports.com.